Southern wine that needs just a little bit of salt. You got to admit that's pretty. Oh, wait a minute. You know I forgot the most important thing? Yeah. Oh, it's looking good. I guarantee that's a fine one. Ooh, boy. Hello there, I'm Justin Wilson. A number of years ago, someone told me about a new way of cooking that could save time and made meat and poultry and even game taste twice as good as cooked the regular way. That new method was plastic cooking bags. Let me tell you, I got me some of them plastic cooking bags and commenced to cooking everything I could think of in a bag. One thing I discovered is that you can cook several ducks at one time in a bag. Just throw in the seasonings, tie up the bag, and punch a few holes to let out the steam, let it be venting, and stick the whole mess in the oven. The results are wonderful, I guarantee. Look back with me at this show made 25 years ago for Mississippi Educational TV, and if you haven't already discovered how great cooking in bag is really, you will now. How y'all are? I'm glad for you to see me, I guarantee. We're going to fix duck today. First, we got to clean them real good. I got one right here. He look like he's pretty clean, that's for sure. But they got a couple of pin feathers on there. You got to be sure you get them out of there. But that don't help the flavor none, them feathers. I guarantee that for sure. Now that duck's clean. Now, if I can find a place to put that now, I'm going to get some ducks from the refrigerator and rinse them off, if they need it. And yeah, they're pretty, Now, ordinarily, we would have to rinse that duck with water. And we want to dry him real good because we're going to season him. You know, Cajuns like to hunt duck, but I got them out of the refrigerator. Want to tell you, though, they didn't get there by themselves, no. Whew. That's for sure. You know, every time I see a duck, I think about that old Cajun guide friend with me. He took a certain big shoot from Mississippi, hunting every year, and he had a problem, a drinking problem. He wasn't an alcoholic, he was a drunkard. Yeah. And this fellow that went with him every year knew about that, but he missed 1 year. He just missed 1 year. And in that year, he forgot about them problems. So when he brought himself down to South Louisiana to hunt with his favorite Cajun guide, he brought along with him a fifth of Old Master whiskey and took it with him. And they got out in that pirogue boat, and that Cajun couldn't keep his eye off of them whiskey what he had. He said, give me a taste of that. He still forgot about that. And he got that bottle, he took a taste right now, and he kept the bottle. And it was hot that day, and there was not many duck fly. And he didn't get none up close, so he hauled off there and drank that whole fifth of whiskey and get drunk. Whoo! But after a while, one duck came by. And man, he called him up. He wasn't too drunk to call him. But they moved in the boat, and that duck come close, and that fella from Mississippi, he got up and bloom, 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 emptied his gun, did not move a feather, not one. And this old drunk Cajun guide, he jump up there and point that gun up in the air, and bloom! That duck fall down. He must have been 100 feet in the air. He fall down, and that fellow from Mississippi say, whoo, that was a good shoot, I guarantee. That guy say, man, with a bunch like that, I should have got 12 or 11, I guarantee. Now we're gonna stuff these ducks and fix them in this bag, this brown and serve bag. We're going to cut an onion to you, in 4/4, and an apple in 4/4. We're not going to leave 1/4 there. And we're going to stuff them duck with a clove of garlic, a piece of apple, and a piece of onion. Clove of garlic, piece of onion, piece of apple. It don't make some difference what rotate you get them on, just so you get them all on there. Yeah. I got one little thing of garlic left over. I'll put that in the gravy. Don't worry, I'm not going to waste that. Then we're going to salt and pepper these duck. A little red pepper. Man, I'll put a little black pepper on that too. Man, somebody enlarged the hole on that, I'll guarantee. And a little salt. And we're going to rub a little olive oil on there. That olive oil is going to make it brown pretty and give it a good flavor too. It help out. All that help. And I'm going to put them on this bag right here. Now, you know, we like to bag our duck, that's true. But we got a new way here. It's brand new. I got to get that open. Yeah, there she go. We're going to put that duck on there. Put it in the bag down in there real good. Oh, it smells good. That onion done open my sciences up. Yeah. Don't want to lose any onion. Now, I got that in there like that, and I'm just going to get a little onion and not going to cut this in little bitty pieces, just going to cut it up to give a little flavor to the gravy. We put that all in there too, and I might just as well put that little clove of garlic. I don't want to waste anything. Put it in there like that. That smells good too. Then we put a little Worcestershire sauce. We spread that on there like that. Measure that real careful. Then we don't want to forget the most important thing. 1 cup of Sauterne wine. Get them duck drunk so they'll taste. Yeah. Put that on there like that. And then we close this bag up and seal it with a little thing what come with it. Put that on there and shut her up tight. And get this out of my way right here, too. Now, you see this fork? It's a 2-pronged fork. I'm going to punch at least 6 holes in this bag. I say at least. Sometime I punch more. I'm going to put 7 just for good measure. You do that so that your bag will not explode in the oven. Your temperature, 350. We're going to put that duck right in there. And you don't want your temperature to ever be over 350 when you're cooking in these brown and served bags. Now, that's going all right. You know, putting them duck away like that. Let me put this down here. It reminds me of a story I got to tell you. Just dying to tell you this story. Years ago, I got a couple of friends, and one of them was told this story on themselves. He said, we go over to False Rivers. That's about 35 miles from Baton Rouge. We We go over to False Rivers to hunt them duck, me and Jean-Baptiste. And we go get one of them cabins what they got there for $1.50. You know that's a long time ago, I guarantee. And we get in them cabin, at dusk dark, and we put ourselves in bed because we want to be sure we get up when dawn make its first little crack, so we can go out there and look on them lake and see if there's some duck out there. Well, we get up when dawn make its first little crack, and we go out there and look on that lake, and she's black with duck. Whoo, I guarantee, all over them lake. We rush back in the house, and I get my twice-barrel carabine, and John Baptiste get his automatic shoot gun. That's a once-hole gun, would shoot 3-time hand running from the same hole if the game warden is there. And if he ain't there, it'll shoot 5 times right from the same place. We go outside there, and we get on our belly like a alligator, and we crawl to this little patch of grass and make like we eat, and that little patch of grass and hide there real good, you know. And we get close on them duck. And I'm raised that twice-barrel carabine gun and get at least 100 the first shoot. They sit so quiet. And zoom, the sky get black with duck. Not even a pull do is left out there. Man, that put me hot. And John Baptiste, he lost his temper plumb. I said, don't lose your temper. He said, I done lost it. I said, don't you see them cow eat them water lily on the edge of them lake down there? Them duck ain't scared for that. He said, but I ain't no cow. I said, you going to be one, I guarantee. He said, how I'm going to do that? I said, we're going to Baton Rouge to the slaughtering house, and we're going to get us a cowhide for 50 cents. 4 bet, and we're going to brought ourselves back, and we're going to get them same cabin and get on them cowhide tomorrow, and we're going to get them duck. He said, let's go. We go to Baton Rouge, we get the cowhide, we brought ourselves back, we get them same cabin for another $1.50. We put ourselves in bed when it looked like it's going to get dusk dark, because we want to be sure we get up before dawn make its first little bitty crack. And we get up and we go out there and we look on that lake, and she's black with ducks some more. We are guaranteed. We go back in the house, and I get my twice-barrel carabine. Jean-Baptiste get his automatic shoot gun. We get them cowhide. We go out front. We get on the cowhide. Me, I'm the front. Jean-Baptiste, he's the behind. We go to this little patch of grass and make like we eat, and that little patch of grass and make like look just like a cow. I guarantee. This little patch and that little patch, we get close on them ducks. And man, I'm raised my gun. Going to get at least 200 the first shoot. They sit so quiet out there. And just as I do that, John Baptiste beat me on the back. Bloom, bloom, bloom. I say, man, raise your gun and shoot. Do not you see them duck out there on that lake, huh? He said, forget about them duck. Here comes the bull. Well, that's about enough bull, and we got to go on with some cooking here. And forget about them duck, too, like my friend. So what I'm going to do right now is cook a goose. A gooses. We've got a good recipe how to fix a goose. And I'm going to get one right now. You know, this looks like this show is for the birds, huh? I'll tell you the truth. I'm going to get a goose. I got one of them gooses in here. We got to show you how to fix that. Ooh, boy. That goose looks clean, he's fine, but we're going to marinate him. In 1 part of vinegar to you, and 3 parts of water. Now, you know what us Cajuns say, we put him in that vinegar and let him sleep all night, if he's a wild goose. If he ain't a wild goose, he's one that's just wild in the backyard, you got to run him down. In about, 1 to 3 hours, that's about all it took to do that. Now, put them goose on here. I got about a pint of vinegar here. We're going to pour them on there real good. Pour them all over them gooses. This is some water that we've measured. Now, you don't have to be exact in your measurements about that. You want to cover them gooses. That's what you want to do. You want to cover him with that marination. Cold water. We're going to put that on him. And that's about right. We're going to let him sleep in that all night long. He's a wild goose. We couldn't caught him at all. So we're going to let him sleep all night. Put this out of my way, too. Now, I got a new goose is what I got hid right here. He been marinate him. Now this is a tame tame geese. He's been cleaned and washed and marinated. Now, after you marinate a goose or a duck, if you're going to marinate them, you want to be sure you wash them real good and wash all of that marinade off of them. Now, I got a few little ingredients I got to go with him. That onion done opened my sciences already. First, I'm going to salt and pepper this goose with a little red pepper. Man, stand up there. He did. A little black pepper, not much. I use red pepper because I like the flavor better, and it's digestible. Black pepper's not. It's a root, wood, and red pepper is a vegetable. Get a little of that salt and pepper inside that goose. Be sure and do that. If you don't do that, you're missing something. Put this out of my way now. Now, I'm going to put a whole turnip in them gooses. There he is. Now that turnip, that helps the flavor. It'll take the wild taste out of a goose or a duck. Believe it or not, it sure will do it too, I guarantee. Now over here, I've got a rule. First you make a roux. And this roux, we cook this ahead of time, and it's just the right color right now. Now we make that roux with about a cup of flour and about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. And we use olive oil because, number one, we like olive oil. Number two, it's good for you. And it's low in that real fatty stuff. I don't know how you call that, cholesterol, you know. Now, I'm going to put in here 2 large onions that have been chopped up. And about 1/2 cup of parsley. Now, let me tell you something right now. Parsley is a wonderful seasoning. Most people don't realize that. They use it for garnishments. But it's a wonderful seasoning, that's for sure. I'm going to stir this for about 2 or 3 minutes. And put that fire down so it won't burn, too. You got to watch them roux. You burn the roux, you got to start all over, and that's bad. Whew, I guarantee that's bad. You know, this reminds me of all these gooses and ducks what I got here. I never will forget this old Cajun who said he gonna took his son for his first hunt. You know, oh, Papa, I don't care whether they're Cajuns or any other kind. They like to, for their son to taught that they're the very best. And this old Cajun ain't no different. And he took his son, he said, son, look, it's time for you to learn how to hunt. You 10 years old. You want to go? He said, oh, yeah, Papa. He said, okay, tomorrow morning we're going to go out and get them gooses. He said, okay. So the next day they go out and they get in the pirogue boat and they get in the blind and Papa stake both in out in case somebody shoots straight up, you know. If you don't, she's going to turn over. He said, okay, son, when them gooses come, I'm going to show you how that did. You got to get the very best and arm that. The very best shoot, too, and arm that. I'm going to show you just how that's did. He said, okay, Papa. Not long, here come 2 gooses in a bunch all by themselves. And he called them up in the light right down in front, right there. He raised up with that automatic shoot gun. Bloom, 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 bloom. The game warden ain't there. And them gooses just flap their wing and fly right off. He says, son, you don't know you how proud me I am that you brought yourself with me today, I guarantee. Most people live all their life and never get to see what you, a little bitty boy, see here today. In fact, some people live to be 110 and don't get to see a miracle like you, a little bitty boy, 10-year-old, see here today. The little boy say, what miracles you talk about, huh, Papa? He say, what miracles I'm talking about? I'm talking about the miracle that them 2 dead gooses get up and fly like that. I nearly burned my roux, too, told that story. Now, I got to put some water on that. 3 cups of water I got measured in this little pitcher, yeah? And I put that on them roux and stir it up a little bit more. They kind of blend it in together, you know. That's what you got to do. Got to blend that up together. Now I'm going to put some garlic. You know, always remember never to put your garlic in anything, any kind of gravy, until you got some juice on that. Because if you put it in there, when there ain't no juice, it's going to get hard, and it don't taste good. And you wonder what that is, that rock. What that rock is you done got in your mouth when you go to chew. And garlic will get hard like a rock. Now, it just gets hot. That roux will join together with everything and be just as pretty and come out a real nice brown gravy. Put that a little more high. Now, I'm going to put just 3 cups of Sauternes wine on that. That smells good. I guarantee. Now, you know, a goose, them gooses, they're very dry. And you want to use something to be sure to hold the moisture, so I use cream of mushroom soup. And it came out of there good, yeah. We stir that around in there. And I'll put the juice of a lemon in that after I get this stirred just a little bit. The juice of 1 lemon to help take the while. And about a tablespoonful of Worcestershire. It'll make anything taste good. When it's cooked, 1 tablespoon. Got that right now. We stir that just at least a little bit. See if we can get it blended together. And it does. Now I got a bay leaf over here. That bay leaf has got a toothpick stuck through that. And the reason we got them toothpick through that, we don't want to lose that bay leaf. We're going to stick that bay leaf on them gooses. So we don't lose him. See there? Put him on there. Then we're going to put them goose right here, in this right here. Man, that's nice and warm. I put my hand on it. And that bay leaf is put there because we're going to take that bay leaf out in about an hour, just about an hour. And we're going to take that out. Now, I got an oven here at 375 degrees. Now, I got to put something in here that I forgot to do, but that ain't nothing unusual. We do that every now and then. A rack underneath them gooses. And the reason we do that is we don't want them gooses to burn. Now, that's a lot better, yeah. That smells good. And we're going to cook them for 2 hours. But we're going to baste him every 20 minutes. And I'm going to stop right here and show you what I mean by baste. We mean do like that. And it don't take long. About 3 sweeps with a good basting spoon or ladle. And you got it made. We're going to put him in here. And I'm going to get me a hot pad and show you something that most people don't realize. We're going to show you how to baste one in an oven so you won't took him out and get your temperature all bad. You want to keep that temperature up just as much as you can. Just baste him 1 time like that, maybe 2. Put the lid back on there. Put him in that oven like that. and let him go. Now, the way you told how he's done is the joint. You move a joint with a fork or a knife, and that joint moves real easy, he's done. Some people like to stick a fork in there, but when they do that, man, when they do that, well, they ruin all the juices. Now, I want to show you how you took a duck. We got them ducks was cooking there, but I got one that's already dead. I'm going to take it out of them bag. You slit that bag with a knife. Ooh-wee. And you reach in there with a fork because them duck is hot, yeah. And you get one out of there with that fork. I'm going to put one on this plate. I'm going to go to the table and eat that, too. Wasn't that pretty? Oh, man. Now, I want to, first of all, I'm going to cut them gooses. Carve just at least a little bit off of there for me to eat. And it's juicy. You notice that? It's as juicy as it can be. And tender, tender, tender. Whew. Oh, man. Let me get a little gravy. How you call gravy on that? Now, there's some hot slough. I would like that. A little wine we put on that. Sit myself down.